What we do in life echoes in eternity.
I wanted to come out today. As she said, I go to Washburn Tech. I'm currently enrolled in the Computer Repair and Networking program. But I also have a little bit of history here in Kansas. My great uncle was, his name is Charles Bledsoe, and he participated in the Brown versus Board of Education. And so that's what I'm here today to speak to you guys about, human rights and the importance of human rights. Black history has always been about human rights. So as a young black African American male, I was always intrigued about black history in America. I've never personally experienced the things that my ancestors have, because a lot of people, when you get on these type of subjects, a lot of people say, well, you know, why are you bringing this up? Because you don't have to go through it. But as a young adult and observing my environment, it's clear to see that in today's time, it's no different from back then. And so we need to take things a little bit more seriously. This is not about race, though. This is about the human rights that are violated every day. So what are human rights? Can anybody here give a clear definition of what human rights are? No? Okay, human rights are the rights that you have for just being human. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. is often only remembered during Black History Month, but to me, I really feel like he should be remembered every day, because he did what nobody else could do, or nobody at the time thought he could do, and that was he helped end segregation. The same thing my uncle did, Charles Bledsoe, is he helped end segregation here in Topeka, Kansas. Dr. Martin Luther King was a great man. And as a people, we've gotten comfortable with our TVs, our smartphones, our PlayStations, our Xboxes, our laptops or tablets. We've gotten so comfortable with these new forms of media that technology has literally changed the world, that the way that young people campaign and voice their opinions on human rights issues. So you might be asking me, you know, Devin, why is this a problem? Why is it a problem on how people voice their opinions? Dr. Martin Luther King once said that we would not remember the words of our enemies, but we would remember the silence of our friends. I want you to think about that, because your voice, your Facebook post, your tweet, your Twitter, your YouTube video, your Instagram, none of this reaches the ears of our lawmakers, Congress, or even our governor. We the people have a responsibility to enforce human rights so that no one's rights are removed or prevented. It is not productive to wait until a law is passed before we decide as a people to get upset or angry about it. If we are to truly fight for the rights of other humans and ourselves, we need to march. We need to write our politicians. We can even start a petition. We have to put the pressure on them every way that we can. As Dr. King once said, injustice anywhere is a threat everywhere. The Universal Declaration of Human Rights, I'm going to give you guys some history on this real quick. It was adopted by the United Nations on December 10th, 1948. It was introduced by the United Nations Human Rights Commission, which was under the chairmanship of a wonderful lady you guys might all know. Her name was Eleanor Roosevelt. This declaration was adopted by representatives from all regions of the world. According to the Guinness World Record, it is the most translated document in the entire world. But I'm just going to give you guys a few. There's 30 human rights in this declaration, but I'm going to give you a few. Article 26, which is the 26th right that they came up with in this declaration, is the right to education. But I want to ask you guys something. If people have the right to education, then why are over 1 billion adults unable to read? That's billion with a B. The right to life, liberty, and personal security, including food and shelter. This is Article 3. But if people have this right, why are 16,000 children dying of starvation every day? That's one child every 5 seconds. Article 19. the right for freedom of speech, opinions, and information. So why are thousands in prison today for speaking their minds? Article 4, freedom from slavery. But if slavery has truly been abolished, then why are 27 million people still enslaved to this very day? It's 27 million people, that's more than twice as many as the 1800s. That's not good. The fact is that when the Universal Declaration of Human Rights was signed, it did not have the force of law. It was only considered as optional. Today, this declaration is only considered as words on a page. So, who will make these words a reality? It's up to us. When Dr. King marched for racial equality, he marched for rights that were guaranteed by the United Nations almost 2 decades before he marched. These rights were already guaranteed, but still he fought because he had to. Those who fight today against torture, poverty, and discrimination are just people like you and me, not superheroes. Free-thinking individuals who realize human rights is not just a history lesson. They are the responsibility that we have to respect each other, to help each other, to stand up for those in need. I want to end my speech today with one last quote from Dr. King. He said, if you can't fly, then run. If you can't walk, if you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, you have to keep moving forward. Human rights are still in trouble today, and we need your help. We need your voice. Don't get so comfortable with life and technology that you no longer fight for the rights that are still needed by so many. Just because you're comfortable, there are millions of people on this earth who aren't, and our voice makes a difference. Medical marijuana patients need your help in Kansas. This is a serious issue. I mean, science, doctors have all pretty much agreed that medical marijuana carries benefits for patients. These people can't fight for this by themselves in Kansas. They need your help. They need your voice. The LGBT movement needs your help in Kansas. Laws are being created to discriminate on those who have done no wrong or harm to you and I. No one should have to be denied service because of their sexuality. I mean, that's pretty ridiculous. And that's a law that has been proposed here in Kansas. This affects people. I'm personally myself, I'm not gay, I'm not bisexual, I'm not transgender, but I have family and I have friends who are. And if I want to go out and enjoy a meal with them, I should be able to do that without being refused service because of their choice of whatever they are. The NSA and various other government agencies are invading on the privacy of people like you and me, slowly removing our right to free speech and privacy. The fight for human rights still goes on. Don't allow others' rights to be abused while slowly losing your rights at the same time. My name is Devin Worlds, and I'm more than a student, I'm more than a father or an individual. I'm an activist for human rights. Thank you.
Thank you for watching Uptv. If you like this video and would love to see more, check out these great videos here. And don't forget to subscribe to Uptv and Uptv2 for even more great videos.